Hi everybody, it's Chris Eads, and our line is Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast for y'all. This week I went to the movies. There were a few things that came out this week, but I prioritized Spinal Tap II, The End Continues. Because I love Spinal Tap, and I thought it was hilarious, so I said, let's see if they can maintain it for a sequel. I actually never really saw any of the other, I know they've done, concert specials and, stuff, but, this is, the first official movie sequel, so I haven't seen any of the other stuff, but this was, I'd heard, not good, but I thought it was actually very funny. There's honestly probably no real reason for it to exist, except for them to all get some more money, but it was very funny, and it had some, emotional, genuine moments, and it looked at one point like it was gonna, take a heartfelt turn, between Nigel and David, but, it just sort of, was yeah, no, we're not really gonna get into that, we're just gonna have more jokes, so it's fine. But I thought it was very funny. I laughed out loud multiple times, especially at the end, because the end just becomes complete insanity, and I was rolling. Yes, the celebrity cameos become a bit much, but the ending would not have been as funny without Sir Elton John in it. So, if you happen to like Spinal Tap, I think you would enjoy the sequel. I thought it was very funny, but other people don't for some reason. As for games, I want to talk about the Nintendo Direct that just happened the other day. It was an hour long, right? With tons of games, and still no mention of the new Professor Layton game. The hell? That game is supposed to have had a 2025 release date. However, there's only a few months left in 2025, so I feel like if it was still going to come out in 2025, they'd have announced a release date, because it's got to come out in the next few months. So I'm hoping maybe it's first quarter 2026. I don't know. I've not heard anything about it in a long time. Hopefully, it's still coming out. We'll see. Anyway, as for the games that were actually in the Direct, obviously, you know that Pokemon Crossing caught my eye. Sorry, Pokemon Poketopia. And in fact, if I'm being honest, looking at the preview of the game, it isn't Pokemon Crossing. It's Pokemon Minecraft. Because it isn't really Animal Crossing. Yes, it's like an island or whatever, but you have to terraform it, and you have to craft everything and farm everything, and it's all very much from scratch. It's not like Animal Crossing where you can just hang out. It's more like Minecraft, where there's a lot to do, which makes sense because Minecraft is very popular with the kids, so doing a Pokemon Minecraft merge is probably a good idea. Kids would go for that. Unfortunately, it's not really my bag, so I will probably never play this. Also, because I don't need another never-ending game. I've already got 3 that I'm currently playing right now. So basically, every day I play 3 games, and then I squeeze in a 4th. So I need games that are narrative games that you start, you play, and then they end. That is what I need. I need a game with an ending. No more ongoing open world, service games, none of that. I need games with an ending. I did also take note of the all the Mario stuff in the first half. That was, for the 40th anniversary and everything. They did the announcement of the Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 combo pack. Reminded me that I never actually played that before. I don't remember why. I feel like it looked difficult and complicated, and I was sort of put off just by the general gameplay of running around the little planet globes and platforming between them and trying to do platforming on these spheres. It was it looked difficult to me, so I never actually played them. And if I was going to play it on the Switch, I would not buy the combo pack because that's like $70, and I don't want to spend $70 on a pack of 2 games where I'll play the first one, get halfway through, and give up because it gets too hard, and then I'll never even touch the second one. So if I was going to play them, I would get them digitally because you can get them separately if you buy them digitally. So I would buy the first one digitally and just pay for that. And then if I liked it, I could get the sequel. But honestly, I'm probably never going to play those. The only other thing that I would actually play is the remake of Dragon Quest VII. That looks cool. I've never played that one, so it would be a new game for me. I mean, it's a totally remastered, so it would be kind of a new game anyway, even if I had played it probably, and it would have been from so long ago, I wouldn't remember it anyway. But I didn't start until like Dragon Quest VIII, as I recall. So 7, I never played. So this would be a lot of fun to play. I would totally go for a nice turn-based RPG. I don't know if it's turn-based, I'm assuming. Hopefully it was and still is. They don't tweak that, but whatever. But I would love a nice traditional RPG. That would be fun to play. The thing is, if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't get it for the Switch because it's coming out for everything else. And I'm not going to be getting it when it comes out in February, obviously, because there's too much else to play. But it's the kind of thing that, like, if I saw it on sale, I would be tempted to pick it up because I think it would be fun to play. The thing is that I feel like it's much more likely to go on sale in the PlayStation Store or the Microsoft Store than it is in the Nintendo Store. You know, the eShop sales are not great, and something big like this is less likely to have a good sale. So I will, if I do end up playing Dragon Quest VII, it's probably going to be on the PlayStation. I'm just saying. Oh, and then the other thing that I also saw and I was intrigued by was the Virtual Boy being part of the, Virtual Console thing, bringing back the Virtual Boy games and in 3D. I would not buy the little stand, which for whatever reason, like, it's not the actual Virtual Boy, it's just a plastic case on a tripod so that you can put your Switch inside of it and play the games in 3D. It costs $100? No. I'm sorry. Like, I would not spend $100 to play Virtual Boy games with an actual Virtual Boy plastic toy thing stand. There is the cardboard version that you can get for, like, I think $25. That's better. But I do think that it would probably work with I have the VR Labo kit, and so I think that cardboard viewer would totally work to play the Virtual Boy games, so I wouldn't have to spend any extra money, except that I would have to spend extra money because they are not included in the regular one. You have to have the online expansion pass, which I don't have, so, oh well, I will not be playing the Virtual Boy games. Moving on to actual games that I've been playing, I've made a lot of progress in my various games. With Disney Dreamlight Valley, I finally got enough Dreamlight to finish the final Starpath quest. So my final Starpath duty is done. I am finished, but I still don't have enough points to get the final bonus item because there's still one more week of the other duties. The routine duties. So those 3 will unlock in a couple more days, and then I will be able to finish this up completely. With Nikki, I did wrap up the DLC story quest. There was this very cute section where you played as a little floof, the little dog, and you followed a scent trail and you dug up treasure along the way, and it was adorable. And there were other floofs that you could meet and roll around with and bark at, and it was so cute. But then you go into the scene, and then you go in the box theater again, and then there's a big boss fight. And then after you complete the boss fight, then there's this very, very, very long cutscene with the box theater and the performance. and Nikki comes out and joins them wearing the beautiful outfit that you can't get unless you spend a lot of money for the gotcha pulls. So I try not to get too attached to it, though it was gorgeous. And then it was over. There was a creepy little coda, but that was basically the end of the story. And then it's just, side quests. So I did some side quests. I also went back to my home where I did a little bit more of the intro quest for the home, because you had to get this weird little pixel creature from Stardew Valley. I don't know, I haven't played Stardew Valley, so I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it shows up and it's looking for the farmer, and Nikki's kind of the farmer in this game, so whatever. But you help it out, you give it a gift and send it on its way, and then it unlocks the Stardew Valley outfit for the crossover. And then I think that was the final side thing that I needed to do to get enough points to get the final piece of the free outfit in this DLC, for doing side things and playing the DLC. I don't really like it, but it wasn't hard to get, so whatever. It just sort of happened. I didn't have to go out of my way to do a lot of extra side things to get the outfit, so it was fine. But now that's basically done. So I'll probably I did another side thing last night, a little quick one. And I might look around to see if there's other side quests to do for the DLC, it's whatever in this new season. But with both Disney and Nikki kind of done with this new update, I'm done with all of that content and whatever, I can focus more on Dragon Age. Which I did actually, I was able to play quite a bit of Dragon Age over the past week too. I was basically focused on the companion quests, trying to do them. So I did Tasha's companion quest, which led to me sitting in on an extremely awkward meal between Tosh and their mother. But yay, Tosh. And then I had a lovely picnic with my boyfriend Davrin in the forest. But those were just, again, story things and moving it along a little bit. The only one that I finished was Harding. Had a whole mission with Harding, and then had a big boss fight with Stone Harding or whatever, and then beat that, and then now Harding is an official proper member of the Veil Guard, so her quest line is done. Then there was another one with Nev, but again, that was just another conversation, and then I had no more companion quests to do. So I had to go and do the next story quest. And now this story quest, I'm still in the middle of it because it's a big one, and it's basically I got as far as infiltrating the Venatori sacrifice / celebration / worshipping Elgernon thing. And now we've ditched the disguises, and now we're fighting our way through the Venatorian stuff. So I expect that to lead to a big boss fight, probably with Elgernon, hopefully not. But we shall see. I'm still in the middle of it, as I said. But then once I finish that, I'm sure that'll unlock a bunch of conversations with my companions in the lighthouse, and that'll unlock the next stages of their companion quests, and then I can kind of finish this up. And maybe I'll be able to finish it by the time October rolls around. I don't know. Fingers crossed, because I really want to play Ghost of Yote, and I don't want to have to make myself wait to play that until after I finish Dragon Age. I don't think I can have the willpower to do that. So pray for me. And I'll see you back here next time. Bye!